So you know how they keep saying that young kids these days have lots of social anxiety, like more so than other generations? What if it's because of microplastics? Okay, seriously, hear me out, because there's actually a crap ton of studies on this. So, okay, firstly, there's lots of reasons why someone may or may not have social anxiety or depression. Statistically, the rates of anxiety and depression are much higher than they used to be, at least with previous generations, who it seems like they didn't ask as much, okay? Now, again, there's lots of reasons that many people have theorized and written books about, right? They blame smartphones and just social media, or a lack of a play-based childhood, lack of autonomy, active shooter drills in schools. Seriously, it is looking more and more like microplastics might actually play a role in that, okay? So there have been so many studies showing that microplastics induce social anxiety, depression, and altered behavior in animal studies. Seriously. So many studies, in fact, that there's now even systemic reviews on the topic, lending even more validity to that theory. And it's also been shown that when pregnant mothers are exposed to microplastics, their offspring are more likely to have social anxiety and show altered behavior. Now, there's actually a number of different mechanisms for why this occurs, okay? One pathway is literally just by disrupting your gut microbiome, okay? So your gut microbiome, that's basically in your stomach, kind of. It's the billions of bacteria that live in your gut, and the more volume and diversity of bacterial strains that you have, the happier you are. The gut-brain axis is a real thing. It refers to the complex communication network that exists between your gut, your gastrointestinal tract, and your brain. And basically it goes up and down the vagus nerve, and it allows signals to be sent back and forth, influencing factors like mood, digestion, and overall health. Essentially, it means that your gut can influence your brain function and vice versa. The vagus nerve plays a crucial role in transmitting signals between your gut and your brain, as do lots of different hormones, okay? So microplastics, it's just an unequivocal fact that they mess up your gut microbiome by basically going in and killing off a lot of the bacterial strains. It also suppresses your immune response. And the more that you eat plastic, the more of the good bacteria get wiped out and throws that whole area out of balance, right? And there's, just so you know, there's also this whole other body of research into how the gut microbiome might be able to actually be manipulated and used to help treat certain conditions like depression, anxiety, and even reduce some symptoms of neurological disorders, right? So yeah, it makes sense that microplastics might actually worsen social anxiety or depression merely by messing with the gut microbiome. But there's other mechanisms too. Just for example, it causing inflammation in the brain, oxidative stress, and decreasing and a decrease in antioxidants, right? They also show to change gene expression. So it is very plausible that the more plastic you eat, the more depressed or socially anxious that you feel. And what's interesting too is that probiotic-rich foods actually show to detox microplastics from your body, as well as remediate the negative impacts that you might have experienced from them. So all that is to say, eat lots of healthy, fresh, unprocessed foods, right? Those are gonna not have plastic, and eat lots of probiotic-rich foods. Those ultimately are gonna help your mood regardless and make you feel a lot better than having a gut and a brain full of plastic.